Hello everyone. I'm here to share about Project CrimeWave. This project was in development before our development of the split-second fan game Close Call. It is a top-down survival RPG shooter with a visual style similar to top-down GTA games like GTA 1, 2, and Chinatown Wars. Our goal is to create a highly dynamic world full of NPCs and activity for players to interact with. We will design the game mechanics to support the ability to roleplay, meet new characters, and get involved in conflicts with or against other players. The story will put you to fight for survival, as you are loaded into an area with no money or resources in a bad part of town. So what are the critical systems and mechanics of this game? We want a large open world where every building is enterable, like dungeons, twin-stick shooter mechanics, and RPG-like stats to improve their physical and intellectual capabilities. Please note that we are still in the prototype stage and we will be depending on feedback whether these systems and mechanics will be in the final game. Our early prototype in 2019 included simple AI, pets that can detect each other and identify dead people and react to them. However, after coming back from Close Call, it needed a huge overhaul. First thing I tackled is the world generation. Being a fan of the unique experience players get being in a procedurally generated world, like in roguelikes or survival games like Minecraft and No Man's Sky, I decided to implement procedural generation to our world generation. Our current plans are to generate a 100 by 100 kilometer space divided into cities and counties, which are 10 kilometers by 10 kilometers, districts at 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer, and blocks at 100 meter by 100 meters. Each chunk of space will have different attributes, such as crime rate, gangs, economy, population, etc. The first approach to world generation was based on a 1x1 tile system, similar to Minecraft. Here are some clips of me testing how to generate tiles around a player, and how to update the tiles in the scene when moving around. Eventually, I got it to generate a square around the player. The tiles came with their own logic to determine how to build walls next to different tile types. Here I lowered the chance of generating an interior tile, which opened up space for the player to move around. Then I added some logic to change tiles into roads at certain coordinates. However, at this point, I realized that trying to generate a building per meter via the code was too much to handle. The amount of code I would need to generate unique buildings and outlines was too much and unnecessary. I decided to use a mix of tile generation and prefab placement. Our previous system was using tiles as grid space data, meaning a tile would contain the information about the building, the district, the city, etc. However, with this new approach, I will be using coordinates only to determine what will spawn in a 10 by 10 meter area called a zone. How it determines what will be in the zone will no longer be calculated purely from code, but from preset maps. It will load roads that will exist based on a 10 by 10 road map texture for a block. It will turn the coordinate for the zone into pixel coordinates, then check the color of the pixel in the map. If it is black, it will spawn a road type determined by other factors. Results are very promising. Here is the player flying around with blocks being generated. It is able to cycle different pre-made road maps and load them in. Since the seed for this generation is based on the coordinates, the generation will always be the same. So if people play in co-op, they will always see the same objects in the same location. So what's next? Next, we will work with changing and structuring the road lot tiles so that paths for vehicles and PEDs can connect. We will start generating PEDs and redoing their AIs. We will also re-enable the attack system so the player can punch again and interact with their environment. Thanks for watching, stay tuned, like and subscribe to support this channel, and join our Discord and comment if you have any ideas or feedback that you want to share with us.